The truth.
What is up, everybody? This is Menopots, and if you clicked on this video, obviously you want to know about Warhammers in New World. If you're following their Facebook page, they're doing this type of armory thing where every week they're showcasing different types of weapons. They already did swords, they did Warhammers, now they're going to move on to, muskets. And me personally, I've wanted to, try out the Warhammers in this game. They look phenomenal. Just look how humongous this Warhammer looks like. It's not like one of those little tiny two-handed hammers you're gonna have, and it's just so tiny. No, these are ginormous. It's gonna be hard to swing them around. They're gonna be really slow but deadly. It's freaking crazy. So let's go ahead and get into this, and let's talk about what are the strengths and weaknesses of the Warhammers. So we're gonna go into strengths first. So they perform the most damage of any weapon in game. Obviously, look how ginormous they are, man. One swing with that to the head, you're basically gonna be knocked down, man. And it has like an amazing range with its heavy attack. So when you're using the heavy attack for the hammer, it's going to have a longer range than any other weapon. They also provide an excellent counter against enemies that block up. And so you're going against a guy that's using a sword and shield. Obviously, they want to block. They have a shield. They want to utilize it. You can break their shield with the hammer, which is basically amazing. You're shattering their shields, which I think just sounds great. And also, obviously, their sweeping attacks. So, your sweeping attacks with the hammer, it's going to be great AoE ability. So when you're dealing with mobs in the PvE world, or there's loads of, enemies in a zone and you're trying to kill them, you can definitely get some good AoE going on with them. And let's dive into the weaknesses. Obviously it's going to be the slowest melee weapon in game, obviously, which is going to put you at a disadvantage at people that are more agile if they're using different weapons. But it's like a double-bladed sword. You're gonna have your strengths, and your weaknesses are obviously gonna be slow, but it's gonna be the hardest hitting melee weapon in the game, which is great. So this requires a dual-handed wielding, which means we obviously get less protection. It's a really heavy hammer. You're gonna have to be using both of your hands to use it. It's not like we're gonna be really powerful using one hand and we can use a shield. No, we're gonna be using both hands with this great maul, great Warhammer, and just going crazy with it. So those are basically the strengths and weaknesses of the Warhammers in New World. Now let's dive into these hammers that basically the New World team on Facebook have put out, and they look freaking great. Right now we got the BUCCANEER'S Warhammer, and which can only be found in Dead Man's Anchor, which is a dangerous pirate stronghold in Cutlass Keys. It's designed to be tackled by level 25 groups. So it's a combination of Electrified and Lost Bane, making it very strong against the Lost. So when you're going against combat against the Lost, you want to bring the BUCCANEER'S Warhammer with you. It looks freaking amazing. I'm loving it. I just love how, like I said before, it's not a small Warhammer. It's ginormous. Like that's a freaking hammer. That's a hammer I want to wield, and I want to hit someone with it. So we got next one is Ancient Warhammer, which is dropped from ancient enemies and is guaranteed to appear with at least one perk, and higher tier versions can roll up to 3. Which is pretty interesting. This one's looking cool too, but I really prefer the BUCCANEER'S Warhammer in the aspects of how it looks. But the freaking Ancient Warhammer looks great. So now we got Residual Hate. Now this one looks pretty cool. It's a legendary hammer found as a reward from the most dangerous corruption breaches in, I'm gonna butcher this name, Adernum. I hopefully pronounced it right. It's strong against corrupted enemies. So what's cool about this game is that you could bring these different weapons. You can have them in your inventory, basically, guys. You'll have these weapons in your inventory. Say, oh, I'm gonna go against corrupted enemies right now, guys, so let's go ahead and switch to our Residual Hate, and then oh my god, we're gonna be going against the Lost. Let me go ahead and equip my BUCCANEER'S Warhammer. I'm liking this game and what they're doing with it. And like I said before, these freaking these hammers look insane. They look great. I'm loving it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the hammers that they showed off here. What do you think about the strengths and the weaknesses and the appearance of these hammers? Are you're happy about them, or you think they could do a better job? I just can't wait to see what other, from these 3 Warhammers that we've seen, what other freaking Warhammers are we gonna see in this game? And I really just can't wait to dive into New World, guys. Remember to always just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you want to see next for New World content. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you next time.